If you're based in Australia or another country that gets vehicles from China, a lot of different vehicles from China, this may be coming to your country. JAC have just revealed their new electric pickup truck. Not only is it a really interesting size, which is probably going to address a key market that isn't being addressed, it's relatively affordable. And I'm a big fan of it, actually. Even though it's not based on an EV platform, I still think it's worth having a look at. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to see you. This new vehicle, the JAC T9, it will be officially launching at the Beijing Auto Show. So there's no official launch yet, but we do know some details. We know what it looks like. I actually think it looks pretty good. Not amazing, but not bad. The JAC T9 Hunter will be a fully electric pickup truck. Unfortunately, like I said, it is based on an internal combustion engine platform. Doesn't mean it won't be at least decent anyway. And to be honest, beggars can't be choosers. There's not many electric vehicles, electric utes or pickup trucks available outside of the United States. Even in the US, you guys don't have a whole lot of choices either. JAC have been developing this EV version now for a couple of years, and it could be really impressive. Looking at it, one of the first things I noticed, it's got 18-inch wheels. Good decision. What's the deal with manufacturers putting massive rims on pickup trucks? They're not intended for massive rims. It doesn't look right. So, I don't know. Anyway, the size of this vehicle is quite interesting though. It's a little bit smaller, just a little bit smaller than a Ford F-150. So it's quite a bit bigger than a Ford Ranger, which is interesting because a lot of people say the Ford Ranger, it's good, but I want something just a little bit bigger, just with a bit bigger tray on the back. And that's what this is. It's 5.6 meters long. 5,620 millimeters, 1,965 millimeters wide, and 1,920 millimeters high. It's got a 1.8 meter long bed, a tray. So 1,810 millimeter tray. For a lot of people, that would be a reason they'd want to get this. Because pickup trucks, the mainstream Toyota Hilux, Ford Ranger, Mazda BT50, vehicles in this segment, a lot of people say the trays are not long enough, not big enough to fit a surfboard, for example. This vehicle though, it's that bit longer in the bed, and that's possibly going to give it a key advantage over some of its rivals. Power, it doesn't have a lot of power, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's got 70 kilowatt motor on the front axle, so 70 kilowatt, 176 newton meters, but on the rear, it does have a fair bit of power here, actually, 160 kilowatt in the rear, 342 newton meters of torque. Now, you don't simply add those two figures together, but, to give you an idea, it'll be in a ballpark of around about 220 kilowatt, just over 300 horsepower. But torque, it's going to have quite a bit of torque, just over 500 newton meters of torque. I think it's going to be more than enough. But one thing that's maybe not enough is the battery size. I'm not convinced the battery is really big enough for a vehicle this size. It has a lithium iron phosphate battery, which gives it a so-called range of 500 kilometers. WLTP is going to be closer to 450 kilometers. Real world might be 400 kilometers. The battery, 88 kilowatt hour LFP battery from CATL. Inside, it looks pretty new, pretty modern. It's got a rotating dial for gear selection, says Car News China. It's got a new voice control, a new interface software has been improved, wireless mobile phone charging, dual mode navigation, 220 volt power outlet, electric seats. It does have the ability for you to plug things in. It's got numerous power points on the vehicle like most electric vehicles do. JAC are also working on a plug-in hybrid version, but I'm hoping that they bring this to Australia. Now we do know that the internal combustion engine version of this is now on sale in Australia, as in literally now. So it's very likely that JAC here in Australia, I've actually spoken to the distributor, I had a conversation with them recently. I do believe they are planning on selling the electric version, but it's more a matter of getting them built in right-hand drive. That's the challenge here. You need a different production line. That could take a bit of work, but I'm hoping this comes soon because I'm quite a big fan. Even though, yes, there's a bit of a compromise, it's the internal combustion platform, but I still think that battery pack's lithium iron phosphate battery. You can charge it to 100% regularly. This is a pretty rugged looking truck. I quite like it, guys. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.